All right, let me bring in Senator John Barrasso, Republican from Wyoming, who is also chairman of the Senate Republican Policy Committee. Good to have you here in New York.
Thank you, Chris.
So we saw how quickly things could change as the result of one debate. I mean, Mitt Romney's numbers are up. His likability is up, which was something that he lagged far behind the president on. But could it switch back just as quickly?
Well, tomorrow's debate, I think there's going to be even a larger audience watching because of how poorly the president performed in the first debate and how well Mitt Romney did. So there's going to be a lot of interest in this. But the energy and the enthusiasm is clearly with Mitt Romney and with the Romney campaign. You're going to see 90 minutes tomorrow. But these men have records for all of their lives. And the president's record is that of raising taxes, increasing the debt, and not bringing back the jobs that he promised.
Well, to that point, let me go to what is changing for the president, which is people feel better about where the country is headed. And we saw the unemployment rate come below 8%, which took away a major talking point for Mitt Romney. Home prices are rising. Foreclosures are at a 5-year low. And there is this shift. 42% say the country is now headed in the right direction. That's 13 points higher than it was a month ago. Is this why we're hearing, frankly, so much about other things besides the economy from Mitt Romney's campaign?
Well, additionally, though, 56% of Americans in that same poll, Chris, say the country's heading in the wrong direction. And if you're president of the United States, you'd prefer to have more people thinking that the country that you're leading is heading in the right direction. So I think the president will do well tomorrow because he does well in town hall settings. I think Mitt Romney is also going to do well as he talks to voters individually about his efforts to bring back 12 million new jobs. We have 23 million Americans who are either unemployed or underemployed right now. I still haven't heard a plan from the president of what to do with it. He says forward. But this record of the last 4 years has been miserable for our country and our economy and for people who are looking for work. They still haven't been able to find it.
There's another big issue, and Matt brought this up, and that is Libya. That has been in the news for more than a month now, something that probably will come up tomorrow night. Here's what Elijah Cummings had to say about it yesterday.
We have not heard from anybody who was actually in Libya the night of the event. We've heard nobody that was in Benghazi, therefore, in the night of the event. I think it's turning into a witch hunt, and we can do better. We really can.
Elijah Cummings says it's a Republican witch hunt. There are others who have suggested that the reason that the Romney campaign has been going against this, going after this topic so aggressively is because their economic message has not been working. Is that right?
That's not right. I was in the top secret briefing with Secretary of State Hillary Clinton and the top leaders of the administration, but 10 days or so after the 9/11 attacks. To me, it seemed like they were trying to hide something, that there was either incredible incompetence or a cover-up. I have great concerns when you look at the timeline of what happened, the requests for additional security that have been rejected, what happened that night, and then the president saying, even in his UN speech 6 times, saying it's because of a video. The problem is this was a terrorist attack against our country, and this administration doesn't want to, or at least at front did not want to admit it. And the reason I believe that they're doing that is because it flies in the face of what the president says when he says al-Qaeda is on the run. Al-Qaeda is alive and well and attacking the United States.
Do you believe that this is resonating, though? Because we have heard from the beginning, and we've even heard it from the candidate himself, Mitt Romney has said, this is about jobs. This is about the economy. That's what this election is going to turn on.
At home in Wyoming, and I was there again this weekend, I hear about jobs, the economy, debt, and spending. But this issue of national security and Libya is coming up because there are so many different answers being parsed out by this administration. And I think that when the vice president on Thursday night said, well, we didn't know that they needed more security. Well, in sworn testimony the day before, the administration testified in Congress that, yes, they did know that there were requests for additional security. So there are too many different stories that are out there, and it just seems they don't have a story straight, and the American people just want to know what happened.
Senator John Barrasso, thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate it.